And we begin with breaking news. Of course, weather, our breaking story tonight. Check out Falls Park. The falls raging at this hour, more than even usual when we see these heavy rains. An unbelievable shot here along Main Street at Reedy River. Man, it is raging at this hour. It's because of all the rain we saw today. Basically, all the schools in our area, maybe just a couple, all not, are on a 2-hour delay. Some even closed. Tomorrow we'll break those down for you in just a moment.
And we bring you to Spartanburg, a live look for you tonight where a tornado hit this apartment complex, leaving people without a place to stay tonight.
And new video just into our newsroom showing the historic Piedmont Bridge being knocked over. This thing is over 130 years old. No word on plans to repair it at this hour.
Heavy rains washed out several roads. This is Cleveland Chapel Road near Highway 221. You could see that truck crash straight through. The person who sent us this photo says the driver of that truck is okay tonight.
Good evening. I'm Catie.
And I'm Victoria Carmen. We begin with breaking news just into our newsroom. We have new photos in the search for 6-year-old Faye Swetlick.
That's right. Catie investigators just released these surveillance pictures taken from a nearby security camera. You can see those two vehicles. You see an SUV and then you see a sedan in the neighborhood. At the time, Catie Department of Public Safety says Faye vanished on Monday afternoon. Public Safety says they're hoping the public can help them identify who these cars belong to. We know over the last 48 hours, police and the FBI have been asking neighbors and area businesses to check their security cameras for any clues in Faye Swetlick's disappearance. And investigators have been working around the clock, releasing new information each day since she vanished. They released this surveillance video just about an hour before Faye vanished. That was her on the school bus Monday afternoon. It was within an hour of leaving that bus, walking off right there. She has not been seen since. Investigators say they have been using canine teams. You saw the sled chopper up just a second ago, and they say they are working through the night to try and bring this little girl home safely.
Tonight, a community and state in mourning over the senseless loss of 6-year-old Faye Swetlick. This is a live look at a growing memorial for her in the Churchill Heights neighborhood in Catie. People still leaving balloons, flowers, cards, stuffed animals at this time of night, all to pay their respects to this young girl's life cut short far too soon.
It really touches me that a small child like this has been taken at such an early age in her life, and we really don't know the circumstances of what has happened.
Catie investigators are releasing new information about the connection between Faye and her neighbor, who was found dead. Investigators identified him as Cody Taylor. They say they found a critical piece of evidence in the trash just outside of Taylor's home, leading them to Faye's body. His former school district released this photo of him to us tonight. Investigators haven't said what that evidence is. All we know at this hour is it led them to Faye's body in the woods between her home and a nearby store. Moments later, they found Taylor's body inside of his home. During today's news conference, a spokesperson for the Catie Department of Public Safety said finding Faye was one of the hardest days for many in their department.
My heart breaks for that family. As a parent, how do you go through that? We have a preschool not too far from here, and kids are out there playing on the playground as we pulled in. And as officers, we stopped and waved and made sure those kids saw us and smiled.
As for the connection between Cody and Faye, details still limited at this time. Investigators confirm he was not a relative or even a friend, just a neighbor who lived nearby. Several major developments in the coronavirus pandemic. The NBA suspending its season. And actor Tom Hanks confirms he and his wife Rita Wilson have contracted COVID-19.
We'll have much more on those developments in just a few minutes, but first we want to get to breaking news out of Washington. President Trump suspending all U.S. travel to and from Europe for the next 30 days.